I'm so excited to introduce you to my next guest. She's a single mom from Issaquah who's helping other women dealing with divorce. Her name is Juliana Bryant, and she created the Divorce Warriors Club. I love that name. It's a group that organizes activities and offers resources for women building the next chapter of their lives. Juliana joins me now along with fellow divorce warrior Christy Dodge. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
I have to say, I'm so proud of you all for being like, because there's stigma still to divorce.
Absolutely.
But you're saying no, let's be warriors together. Tell us how the idea for the club came about.
Yeah, so when I first was going through my divorce and separation in 2019, like, I had no friends. That's something I was telling the ladies. Like, I didn't lose friends, I had no friends. I had one girlfriend. And I kind of just started looking for different local groups and really came up very empty-handed. And after really just kind of feeling defeated and not seeing anything out there, I kind of just paused everything and kind of took a break from just doing anything and kind of started hiking and doing my own solo thing. But even years later, I was just really craving that sisterhood. Like, I wanted that in-person community. I wanted those girlfriends I could go out with on Friday night or, you know, hang with on a hike, you know. Solo hiking's great, but I just wanted that in-person community and friendship.
And from my experience, one of my dearest friends, I went through her divorce with her, and well, we went through it together. And it was I know all divorce
Beautiful
is difficult,
woman for it.
But it was a really hard one. And I know that she loved my support, but I know that there were certain ways I could not connect with her. There were things I could not understand. Even to this day, I don't. How important is it that you have somebody who's walked that path with you or already walked the path?
I think it's critical. I think it's absolutely critical. I think it's critical for so many different reasons. One, naturally, our friends and our loved ones only have so much capacity and so much understanding for what we're going through. And then also just the validation. Like, really, don't we all want to be seen and like heard and like, I get you and I see you? And I really think having women that like know what it's like to go through, that is so important, and it really kind of fills that gap of being able to be seen.
Well, you have a testimonial right here, Christy. Tell us about your experience and how you got involved.
Well, it was actually pretty organic because my situation is different. I've been divorced for a long time, and I've also was in a long-term relationship after my divorce. So then I had to break up on that. And I started hiking last fall, and I was just having a lot of fun. And so I'd been on Instagram. It's kind of become my therapy. You know, I'm kind of curating my feed with things that make me feel good and positive.
Fun,
so then I came across her account, Hike to Heal, and I saw her, out, and I was looking at things for like women doing things solo and that kind of thing too. Because I really didn't have a lot of women to go and do that stuff with and be outdoors and everything. So just found her site, and then I think on Facebook she had something for the Divorce Warriors Club, and I just thought this sounds perfect. And it's just been the bonus of it all. It's just been meeting these wonderful women. Like at this stage of my life, meeting new friends. It's just been amazing. You know, and I have a lot of friends, but they can't. You know, they're not going through what I'm going through. So it's just been really wonderful and life changing.
Oh my God, I love this sisterhood.
It's great.
It's crazy.
We just have so much fun, and you know, it's great to have something to look forward to on my calendar. Honestly, and knowing that, you know, we can all just you know, support each other and laugh and have fun and make fun of everything.
And and sometimes with physical activity, I think sometimes emotions come out with that.
Absolutely.
And I would rather be with somebody who knows what, if I break down on the trail.
Yes, like how are we gonna get
out? We got you. So is it just hiking? What other activities do you do?
So we do a lot of different activities. We've done axe throwing. We do a lot of dinner dates. I was going to say the one thing that I've loved watching these women is just show up for each other outside of events. You know, we have our scheduled events that, you know, we're all at, but then like these ladies show up for each other like at neighborhood walks because they find out they live around the corner. Or we have a hairdresser in the group, so she comes and we'll all get together and we'll do hair and just talk girl talk and it's just it's really a beautiful thing and just to watch us support each other even aside from divorce related things, just hard parenting, hard life things, but just kind of having that support and that sisterhood has been like the most amazing thing to watch.
Well, parenting is hard, I know.
Parenting is very hard, and single parenting is hard.
Well, you're co-parenting and you're single parenting at the same time, so you got to deal with that, but also be alone, which doesn't sound like a lot of fun.
And having women that actually like can look at you and be like, I get it. Like, I totally understand what you're saying, what you're going through. Like, is so amazing.
Oh my gosh. Christy,
Yeah.
when you think about your divorce, you said it was a while ago. How
Mm-hmm.
much would it have helped you to have a club like this when you were going through it?
Oh my gosh, it would have been completely life-changing, just like this has been for me now.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I wouldn't have, I probably wouldn't have made decisions that I made, and just feeling it just is so isolating when you get a divorce. And I moved and everything with that too as well. So
Oh, you moved like away from your...
well, I lived down in Gig Harbor, and then I moved back up to the north
so you
end.
changed your whole
So I kind of
community.
just changed my whole life, and
Oh, wow.
it was kind of just like figuring out my new, way of life
Mm-hmm.
and everything. So it would have been very helpful because it is hard. Your friends love you and they support you and they're there for you. And my friends got me through
Yeah,
so much,
right.
but they can't really relate. And then also they have their lives, and it's fun to be
Right,
around other
busy
single
moms.
women that
Yeah.
are.
And sometimes
you know,
you lose custody of friends, right?
You do,
very much, very
yes,
much. Your
yeah.
life changes a lot.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. Like, I kind of went into it with not having friends. I hear a lot of women on the flip side that, like, you almost grieve the breakup of friendships too, and it's natural. Like, I get it. It's natural, right?
Like, you can't-
it's like, it's just the way of life. But having, that support system and those women to be like, no, like, you don't have to lose all the friends. Like, we've got you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so important. So I'm sure that there are some people who are going through this really scary time, maybe approaching divorce or going through it, or maybe have gone through it like a while ago. Like,
Yeah.
Christy, how do people get a hold of you? Like, how can they be a part of this? Like Facebook or?
Yeah, so you can go to the divorcewarriorsclub.com, excuse me, the divorcewarriorsclub.com,
Okay.
or you can find me on Instagram, Hike to Heal. You can definitely look at Facebook if you just do the Divorce Warriors Club.
Oh my gosh,
But
that's
but
so
those are the
great.
two. Yeah, website and Instagram would be the two.
Y'all got to start a blog or something.
Yeah.
I know.
I have to say,
Baby steps, Amity.
I know,
Baby
I got
steps.
you, though.
Baby steps.
she always does a peace sign every time she's on.
Oh.
I've never told you this, but the one thing that this has given me is so much peace. That's the biggest thing in all of it. And she always does her peace sign, and it's
I always
very
feel like it's like
meaningful.
my millennial thing.
Yeah.
I know, but I like the it's okay to do the peace sign if there's meaning behind it.
Yeah.
Thank you both so much.
Thank
It was an
you.
honor
Thank you.
chatting
So great
with
to
you.
meet you.
We'll have you back again
Thank
soon
you.
when that blog comes out.
Thank you.